morning. Morning. Welcome to the conference on Eurocrisis.
Pleased to see you here very often, I must say that. Okay, our university, we claim, is an international university.
Dr. Guelul from the German embassy about the Germany's perspective regarding the Euro crisis. As you know, our students will also benefit from this event. She is also very familiar with the topic as her boss, Abdullah Öztoprak.
All right, it's a great pleasure for me. We, at the moment, I think more than 25% of our students are non-Turkish. That's Turks from Turkey. We have, apart from that, what do we mean by internationalization? We have international stuff, but most of all, the international accreditation of our programs we are working on. And through that, we have ASIN, which we have informed last time. Information Technology Program is accredited by them. FIBA, we are in the process of, that's what we say, FIBA, IBAA. We are in the process of accrediting our business administration programs. Germany, Federal Republic of Germany is the local superpower now. It seems like it from when you look from outside. On economic front, at least, ruling. That's, as an engineer, the way I see things. Okay.
Well, before Islamic Studies and Economics, and has earned her PhD in Islamic Studies and Foreign Office, including assignment to Ecuador as Deputy Head of the Mission.
And a privilege for me, for us to be here today and to have the possibility to make a presentation on an issue that is more or less has been on the headlines of the international media for quite some time by now. And as the rector just said, it's an issue where Germany carries a lot of responsibility, and of course then we assume accredited with regard to moving from one place to the other. It is amazing how slow and heavy bureaucracy in a globalizing world is and sometimes can be in the academic field. However, what I would like to add as something that I have deemed important throughout my professional experience, one thing is the academic degree as a door opener, and it counts. The second thing is what you carry home as knowledge. Format is one thing, but substance is the real thing. My family has a history of 2 world wars, and I will always remember my late grandmother's words, "Girl, if you lose everything, what you have in your mind, nobody can take it from you." This is the stuff you will build your future lives on. Certainly. This is what you carry on home, and this is what we want to contribute today to a little bit. Why the Euro crisis here? Northern Cyprus is not part of the Eurozone.
Federal Minister of Finance and Federal Minister of Economics for more than 15 years, on international trade law. He has got quite a number of country dates, restructuring of public-owned enterprises, privatizing them, and banking sector, European financial market integration in the Federal Minister of Finance for 3 years, dealing mainly with...
I also want to thank you very much for giving us the opportunity, Mr. Rector and Mustafa Bezim, also for giving us the chance a little bit to explain maybe, which is a certain shortcoming if you follow public discussions about this issue, to explain maybe the motivation and the stance we take as Germans in this position. And also I would like to say that it is very welcome, of course, to start up maybe a more closer cooperation with your university, and maybe to highlight some actual issues which you might not feel to be immediately exposed, but I think we'll later see that, of course, there is a strong repercussion also on this country and other countries not being members in the Eurozone. So the first slide, as you see here, gives already some idea and raises some questions. The first question is this a sunset, or is this a rising sun? Actually, hopefully, by what we do contribute to this in Germany a little bit. It will help to get the euro as strong as we know it from the beginning. And maybe I should, with this slide, highlight one issue that is underestimated a little bit, because everybody is talking now about problems of the euro and about that it is weak and it lost its strength. But if you look at the exchange, the current exchange rate versus the dollar, you will very much see that it is stronger, considerably stronger still than it was when it was introduced. And that is remarkable. Maybe we could take this for the discussion later, why this is like this. It is still, to the major currency in the world, it has gained value since its introduction.